Hey, Mr. Adams. So, my name's Jessica Lassiter. I'm going to be doing a counseling session today. From my paperwork from your sign-in, it looked like you were coming in for some marital issues. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so tell me what's going on.
Well, I find that, I know my wife works long hours, but I find it difficult to keep the house clean and just wish she'd help me a little bit more, and I'm not really sure how to approach the subject without sounding chauvinistic.
Okay. So tell me, what are the approaches you've taken so far?
Well, I mean, I ask sometimes, and that doesn't always go over the best, but sometimes she's just tired, and which, understandable. But it's just something that I'm worried I'm going to say the wrong way.
Okay, so let me make sure I have this right. All right. Say that, your wife has a busy job, you work as well.
Yes.
And that you're just having some issues with communicating with her about wanting her to help clean around the house more. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so far, what you've tried is kind of sort of gingerly approaching the issue?
Yes.
Okay, so you said that you guys you would ask sometimes, but you were a little weary of that. So what is it that makes you weary about approaching her?
Well, I mean, it's just that I don't want to say, hey, would you clean, or I don't know, it's just, I worry about coming off the wrong way, worry about making it sound a little demanding and like I said, chauvinistic. Generally what I do try to do is ask if she'd, change over the laundry, something small, and, normally she kind of forgets about it, but like I said, busy job, she is exhausted when she comes home. So it's just, I don't know, like I said, it's just, I feel like she's gonna, she's just, I don't know, she's not gonna be very open to the idea, because she does, again, she has the hard job, she brings home more of the money, and she is very much exhausted when she comes home.
Okay, do you have any issues with her being the main breadwinner in the house?
No, not at all. I mean, we make money. It's household income. It's not like, we both get to spend it. It's not like she's like, it's my money. I'm the only one who spends it. So.
Okay, well, explain a little bit more of the dynamics here, because what it sounds like, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is that maybe she might be a more dominant one in the relationship. But I want to have some understanding, so please elaborate.
Somewhat, yes, and it's it also kind of like I said, when she does have a more stressful job than me as well. So I don't want her to feel stressed at home, because she has so much of that from her work and things like that. So I do like to make sure she's taken care of. So also I feel like that would be taking away from it if I asked her to help me keep the house clean.
Okay. Well, what kind of things does she do when she comes home?
Normally if she comes home, and she'll lay on the couch and try to take a nap, because she's had such a long day. She usually asks for something to eat, and it's she'll watch TV, play on her phone, that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys do any activities together?
We try to. It's difficult to find the time. We both do have busy schedules, so also mustering up the energy after you've been at work and then do some school work is difficult.
Okay. All right. Well, so what would a perfect situation for you be? To change.
I mean, honestly, ideally, it'd be little things like just kind of help picking up the keeping the laundry in neat piles and keeping the laundry going, and just help me with keeping the dishes going as well. They tend to pile up rather quickly.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
8 years.
All right. And what kind of things have worked? Has it always been this way, or?
No, not always. It's mostly the job. It's just very emotionally demanding, very time consuming, that kind of thing. So It's not that I really hold it against her. I think it will always be this way. It's how it is right now.
You said you do or you don't think it'll always be this way?
Don't. I think once she's in a job that she's a little more happier in, and is not as emotionally exhausting, then it's more likely that she'll be have the energy to come home and help pick up things.
Okay, so it sounds like you know that she has a stressful job. You're just doing a little bit more help around the house, but it doesn't really sound like there's any animosity, towards her. Are there times when it does make you angry?
Not angry so much as stressed. Sometimes it's just a lot to juggle because we have so many animals. So taking care of them, keeping laundry going, doing the dishes, and keeping the house clean is it's exhausting in and of itself.
Okay, well, are there any times that she does help around the house?
Sometimes. Sometimes it'll happen where she gets mad at me because I haven't gotten to it. She's impatient a little bit, but so if I don't get something quick enough, sometimes she will do it.
Okay. That kind of sounds like a negative type situation. Are there any times when it's a positive situation where she does what you're wanting her to do?
Every so often she will. Yeah, she'll come home and say, "Look, I've cleaned," or I'll come home and she'll say, "Look, I've cleaned."
Okay. So what's going on those days?
I just off chance that she's actually made it home when she's supposed to come home. She's not nearly as exhausted from just having to do so much casework throughout the day.
All right. Have you ever had any success ever with asking her to do something and having her do it?
Some, yeah. Like I said, sometimes she'll just she's tired when she's at home. So if I do ask her to do something, sometimes she'll just kind of doze off, fall asleep, get distracted by a little phone game or something.
Well, what is your all sleep schedule? Do you guys have because you've mentioned several times in this interview, her being tired or her trying to nap on the couch or something like that. Do you guys have a normal sleep pattern?
Not a normal one, no. It's very sporadic. We kind of sometimes she'll try and go in late to work and then try and get some stuff done through the night, and it doesn't ever work out for her. She'll sleep on the couch and she won't sleep well. She'll try to take a nap, but she gets distracted with apps on her phone or different things like that, or Facebook. So when she does finally fall asleep, hours after she's attempted to nap, she tends to sleep through the night and then is stressed when she wakes up in the morning. And then sometimes I'll try and stay up late and keep her up, while I'll end up sleeping too heavily through the night to hear the alarms or anything like that. So.
Okay. Let me ask, the times that you've mentioned that there have been times that she's had enough energy when she's come home to clean or to even in those times where it was out of aggression towards you, passive aggressiveness towards you, that she cleans, have those ever correlated with when you guys are actually sleeping, on a time schedule together?
Somewhat, not always. It's usually, like I said, it usually depends on her work. If she's had a good day, she'll come home and she'll have a little bit of energy left, and she'll burn that doing cleaning and things like that. And then eventually, after she's done a couple of things here or there, she will lay down on the couch, and all of her energy being burnt away, she'll try and nap again.
Okay. So when you've had this success with possibly having a pattern of sleep or something along those lines, is it usually you? Are there ever any times when you asking her for anything goes well for you?
Yeah, she, like I said, sometimes she does get to it, and it's usually if I ask her to do it and she gets to it right away, she'll usually remember. So what usually will happen is she'll get distracted with something, and it'll slip her mind.
Okay. All right, so pretty much it sounds like if you keep her on track and keep her from getting distracted or sitting and laying down, that's when it's the most successful for you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so our session is nearly over. So how about you go, we have another session coming up, but in between, maybe go home and try and clean together. Or, do things together to keep her active and keep her from, it sounds like laying down is usually what doesn't do well. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
usually.
Do those seem like things that you could try for next time?
I'll make an effort and we'll talk about how well it goes next time.
That's good. Thanks so much.
Mm-hmm.